Has anybody ever seen one of these before? Now that we're This is an offline wallet creation device used from the Bitcoin Core, the BIP32 standard. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to generate a blockchain wallet, a Bitcoin wallet, that has never seen the internet. So why would this be valuable? Does anybody have any idea why we would never want our seed phrase shown on a computer screen? It's one of the violations, right? If we have our seed phrase shown on a computer screen and somebody is looking at our screen or taking that data at that time, we're compromised. What can they do later now that they have those words? The answer is anything, right? It doesn't matter what security you put in front. If they have those words, they can bypass any security, any password, any hardware device, reconstruct the wallet, and take that money. And so here's what I found doing my investigations in blockchain over the past 12 years. I've noticed that there is a process that has been embedded into our system that is a violation of the basic security rules of Bitcoin. And one of them is the seed phrases being shown on every single computer screen at the time of wallet building. This is a violation. Also, most people are inputting or typing in their password to send money. If you're doing this and you have a man-in-the-middle attack going on, they just got your keystrokes, they just got your password, they don't need your seed phrase. You walk away from that wallet, later they come back, they put in that password, and they wipe the wallet. So, how to beat that is this device also allows you to sign a transaction offline. So it has a camera on the back, it has a QR on the front. So what you do is it'll generate the transaction on your computer, produce a QR, you scan the QR, it'll bring the transaction onto this device, you scroll through, make sure the transaction is as you see, you sign the transaction, because this is a signer, it rewraps up the transaction, and then sends it back to the computer. So when you have this kind of a process, this is what we call offline signatures. This is the same way that we run nuclear missile silos. There's no computer connection to the actual passwords that they're using. It's all offline signatures and encrypted. So this is and should be the standard for using blockchain in a reliable and secure way. Now, when we talk about blockchain, we talk about a lot of things in nuance, but this is the ironclad truth. Not your keys, not your crypto. Have you guys ever heard of that?
Yes.
Okay. Not your keys, not your crypto. The keys are on here. The seed is on here. Where's your seed in your Coinbase wallet? Right, on Coinbase.
Can I just caveat?
Yeah.
Coinbase wallet is non-custodial, so they don't hold your funds, but
Coinbase, yeah.
Coinbase.
The wallet you have on Coinbase, you're right.
They hold your money, so.
You're right. So the wallet you have on Coinbase is a custodial wallet. They came out with a non-custodial wallet called Coinbase Wallet where you do get your keys. But most people don't download that separate Coinbase wallet. They simply use their Coinbase account.
Or they link their Coinbase account.
Or they link their Coinbase account, right.
Right.
Yeah. So once again, the important thing to understand is the whole entire process of blockchain and the whole security model behind it is actually in violation right now by the default ways that we're doing things. We're downloading a wallet, that's trust. What's another slogan in blockchain? Don't trust, verify, right? So we're trusting that we're downloading a wallet, and then the very first thing that wallet does is shows us on a digital screen our seed phrase. And then when we use that wallet, we're typing in the password on our screen, on our computer. Violation, violation, violation. So what I've been doing over the past 8 months is I have been working with businesses, teaching them how to build private blockchain wallets that have never seen any kind of computer screen ever. And then I'm teaching them how to wrap their transactions up, put them on this device, sign them, and then send them so they never have any risk of hack. And so these are the devices I want you guys to look into. I build these and we do sell them, but I'm really happy to just teach you guys how to build them as well. Because I think that's a skill for some of you techie guys that actually know this stuff. So that is one thing that I've been doing. Also, one of the biggest problems I've been finding in this space is organization. Many people, in fact, I heard somebody here, they say they don't even know where their password is for some money that they've been building or collecting for a long time, and that could be tragic. It's probably not tragic right now if it's $100 or $1,000, but what if it 10x's? What if it 100x's? Now you've lost $100,000, and that's a lot more painful. And so organization becomes a really important component in blockchain. And so what we do is we generate these boxes. You can hold your Trezor, and then inside you have a crypto steel for your hard backup. And you keep it all in here with the password engraved on the steel and in your safe. Why? I need to get money. You grab one device. It's got every single thing you need in it to sign and send a transaction. You're not looking for a password in a book. You're not looking for a device over here. You're not trying to find a cable over here. You're organized and in control of your money for real. So consider these things as tools to aid you in your journey for blockchain. And then hopefully you won't get too sideswiped and like try and build gaming consoles with your Raspberry Pis instead, because that's what I'm doing as well. So this little computer can actually run every retro game ever made from the 80s, and I'm an 80s kid, so I love it. Also, guys, when we're building our wallets, we want to use crypto steals. We want to use hard backups. Why do we want to go as far as building a crypto steel? Why not a piece of paper? Can anybody answer that? Why not a piece of paper, guys?
House fire. 4 letters, fire.
Fire, right? Paper is not what we consider durable, right? And so if, yeah, here, I'll hand those around, pass it around. It's not considered durable. And so if we are taking the responsibility of managing, holding, and storing our own money like a bank to yield off of the benefits of a bank, which means we get pure open market growth, then we're going to have to employ the protections into our wallets to make sure that we don't lose it. One of the biggest problems we have in the space right now is most of the people are losing, or they can't properly keep track of their wallets or data, and they don't understand how or what to do. So in our class, what we're going to do is we teach you guys how to create durable backups, how to be organized, store them, and then how to properly even create the wallet and use it without making yourself vulnerable. All right, but today I think hopefully we've killed enough time and we got enough battery power in here.
These steel plates are nice. Most of them are made out of stainless steel 304, which I'm not a metallurgist, so I don't know exactly what that means, but apparently it can tolerate temperatures up to about 25,000 degrees, or 2,500 degrees. This one is blank and it looks like you're just supposed to stamp your own information on there. But there's a company out there called CoinKite that has a really nice one that comes with a punch, and they've got it designed where there's like an alphabet down one side and then places to punch the letters. And since the C phrase actually only uses the first 4 characters of each word, and of course the first 4 characters, I think, first 3 characters of every word in the list of 2,048 words for the system, are none of the first 3 letters are the same for any of the words. But so what the other steel wallets are, they're pretty cheap. CoinKite, I remember, I think they're about $60 or $70, but the whole thing is it's about 1/8 inch thick, and theirs is a 24-word phrase. So if you've got more than 12 words, you can do a full 24 words, or you can do 12 words, or however you want to do it. But it's very simple to use. There's a guy named Jameson Locke who turned me on to it. He did a test of dozens of these different security wallets, some of them with the sliding letters. He did a chemical test, a crush test, and a fire test on all of them. And the one I'm recommending is also one that he recommended most. It's also one of the most affordable and the least complicated to do. So coinkite.com is a website that has them, and I wish I could remember the other one because they sell them for like 3 of them for $30. I mean, they're really cheap.
Oh, that is
maybe
cheap.
It's one for $30. Usually
Yeah.
about $60 or $70. Which, if you've got $1,000 or more of crypto, it's probably worth having that.
Nice, man. Yeah, get me that link. I'll check them out. I'm always looking at other steals. These, you guys, those steals, those backups, 15 for 15 bucks. Super cheap, super easy. You buy this little pen. It's an engraver pen. You just sit there and you just write your words on there real quick. 15 bucks and a $10 pen, and you can make as many wallet backups as you want. But you're right, those other ones are really nice. Might be a little more expensive, but I go for practical cheap. I'm one of those guys that's buying washers at Home Depot and sticking them on a bolt. You know, I'm doing backups like that, stuff like that. I want to see how I can do this in the most realistic, grounded way. Fortunately, what we're going to do today is actually quite easy. We're going to generate a wallet. We're going to go to a website called midnight.gd. We're going to register that wallet, and we're going to hit start session, and that's going to mine this new currency called Midnight that was built on Cardano but works on all the major blockchains that compose about 90% of the traffic that exists in the blockchain world. So this is a solid token that is getting a PAX 7 endorsement, meaning Google Cloud is interested in using it. So why not accumulate it for the next 4 days while we can? Seems like it's got nothing but potential behind it. This is like painful, but I'm going to see if I can actually get into this wallet just so we can start that process of building a wallet. And then honestly, the last part, when you go to the website and you register, those are click, 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 and done. The hardest part is actually sitting down and building that wallet real quick. Okay, so it's loading that wallet right now. So I'm putting in the pin to an Eternal wallet that I want to use. So has anybody ever built their own wallet before? Yeah, I know you have, bud. Have you ever built a private wallet all by yourself? Like a wallet that just, no? So you guys can really benefit from this. So
Coinbase.
okay. And most people do, they have a third-party wallet, and that's okay. But if you're looking at really trying to do this, then you want to start to get into this facet of it. You want to learn how to construct what we call a private wallet. This wallet is a private wallet. On your left column, you have all of your settings and everything that you would need to do just about anything. There's even governance. There's voting in these wallets now. So problems we've had in our economy and our government with voting and accurate accounting, that's probably going to end pretty soon because we're going to have blockchain voting soon. We actually already have it, but we're going to use it. And then obviously you can swap inside your own wallet. So let me ask you this, guys. If you can swap inside your own wallet and you can buy inside your own wallet, you can buy ADA with a debit card right in your own wallet, what's going to happen to Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Binance, all the exchanges, if we can exchange right in our own wallet? What's their future look like? Yeah, it's bleak, right? So somebody said, hey, somebody's pushing me into Binance Coin. They want to invest all my money in Binance Coin. I said, well, Binance Coin is a Chuck E. Cheese token, right? It's a token used for the Binance network to make cheaper transactions. It's completely tied to the Binance network. It's not a free money or by any means. It's just a tool, a utility that they want to use in their network. So when we're talking about that, this is why we want to stay away from those things. We want to stay away from those Chuck E. Cheese tokens. We don't want to use those tokens. We want to use environments like this, and we want to exchange directly in our wallet into a stable coin. So what happens when the market goes all the way up, right? Let's say Bitcoin goes from 100,000 right now to 250,000. What's the inevitability in Bitcoin? What's it going to do after that? Is it going to stay at 250? It's going to drop. But is it going to drop down to 100? Usually it doesn't. It'll probably go to like 150 or something, right? But people want to capture that 250. They don't want to capture the 100. So how do you capture it? Well, in most cases, you would have to move your money out of a private wallet, move it onto an exchange, and then when it peaked out, you would sell it into cash or sell it into a stable coin to preserve the value and then let the market cool down, and then you'd buy back. Well, what happens? Have you guys ever experienced that before? I have. You know what happens? Coinbase and all those exchanges, they'll announce maintenance. They'll have like scheduled maintenances. Well, for some reason, they didn't have scheduled maintenance all year during the bear market. During the bull market, there's scheduled maintenances for some reason. And these scheduled maintenances, for some reason, keep you from moving your money.
Absolutely.
In very opportune times. And so when you have that kind of power in your own wallet, where you can go swap and you can exchange into a stable token right inside of your own wallet. And JED is a stable token, USDA is a stable token, USDM is a stable token, or you can convert it into another token like Bitcoin. Now what you're doing is you're no longer moving your money out of a wallet into an exchange fee and out of your custody to exchange the value. You're leaving it inside of your own wallet. Custody is all yours, and you're converting it into a stable token while it preserves that value so the market can fluctuate and you can grab it.
What do you mean it's a stable token? Why is it a stable token?
It's designed to hold a peg. It's designed to hold $1. So if you take your Bitcoin and it was 100,000, and then you ride it all up to 250,000,
Right.
you cash out your Bitcoin in your own wallet, swap it into a stablecoin, you've captured 250,000 in stablecoin. Okay? And so when you've captured 200,
This is all on the blockchain.
this is all in your own wallet.
What's in your own wallet? If your own wallet is not connected to something else, then why isn't it just a meaningless transaction?
Okay, so it's not a meaningless transaction. It's a transaction that you can control to take your profits and put them in a stable environment while the market cools down without a third party. Right now, most people have to take their money out of their own
I
wallet.
understand, but if it's not connected to any other third party, it's just on your watch, it doesn't.
So where were we? We left off the swaps. So here it is. Yeah.
We think we got it. It's on the blockchain, all of this is connected to the blockchain.
Yeah, we're all connected. And so what the wallet is doing is it's doing something unique. Right now we have these things called exchanges, and they are called centralized exchanges. These new things that are in the wallet, they're called DEXs, decentralized exchanges. And what they do is an algorithm will find your request and link it with somebody else's request to buy and sell and put you together autonomously. Meaning there's no middleman taking your fee. It's working on the network, peer-to-peer. And so why are we worried about Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Bitcoin.com, all those things? It's because eventually people are going to realize, why do I need to move my money out to preserve the value? I'm giving it away to them. They're in custody control. Then they swap it into something else for a fee. Then I have to send it back to my wallet, or I have to store it there because my wallet's not compatible to even hold what I stored it into. Now with this new mechanism, you can actually take your money when it goes up, convert it to a stable coin right in your own wallet. You never lose access or control. Wait for the market to cool down, then flip it back into the token you want to grow in. This is absolute power, guys.
And what if you wanted to actually spend it?
Just move it right into Coinbase, cash it into cash, move it into your bank account instantly.
For now, that's the way that things
For now.
are there's a project that another wallet provider, not Eternal, but they've created a way to connect crypto directly to a debit card.
That's right.
So that you can load it yourself without ever having to send it to an exchange, without ever having to give up custody of it. You load up crypto.
Visa card or debit
Be
card.
prepared to swipe.
And it gets spent as crypto or gets converted into the bank's currency?
On the back end, there's a bank that they work with that will, whenever you spend that crypto, they will buy it. So it's a transaction between you and them, and then the bank sends money to your vendor.
Is the government cracking down on this?
The government's
As of
supporting
now,
it.
The government is more supportive than
This is all supported now. So the old message of 5 years ago, we're worried that the government might ban this, that's over. The government is full acceptance, they want it, they need it, and they are aggressively getting everything going. So that's over now.
How are they going to tax it? Because that's what they want to do.
Well, here's what I figured out. How many Americans are in credit card debt?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. So do Americans have financial products? The answer is yes. We have so many financial products, we're in debt to our ears, 25, 50, 30% interest, right? So what's with all the moving and building financial projects in blockchain for then? We already have them. The thing is they understand something that a lot of people haven't figured out yet. There is a value migration that is occurring right now. Money is moving from one arena, and it is going to pivot into this new arena. Why?
It already has.
What's that?
It already has. It's pivoted.
Well, yeah, it's pivoting now. It started already. And so here's what they're doing. They're rebuilding all of the current products that we have in blockchain for us to migrate into using those products. The problem is we don't have to. It's a choice, of course. But now in the blockchain world, there's this little door, and it says, welcome to the individual. And the individual can walk through that door, they can build their own wallet, and they can start utilizing blockchain as a free market without a middleman. That's the difference. Why is that so important? I ask you, in our current existing system, is there a little door
No, everything's minimal.
that I can use to go major investing? No. If I want to invest in the stock market, I have to call a brokerage. I have to set up a brokerage account. I have to have a broker, I have to have fees, and I have to pay that company for the privilege of trading on the market. You guys, please understand this. Blockchain allows you to interact with a global market without a middleman. That is incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. And so, no, the government is not going to stop it. If we don't tackle crypto and start to get involved in blockchain and start holding our own value, our country will be less valuable than other countries that are getting involved. So we are adopting it very, very aggressively because it is an open global network of value. And if we don't...
But his point, why would the government want that?
They want it because they know that that's where money is moving, and if they don't build products in there, they lose market share because we're leaving their environment.
Right.
Okay, so they,
Meaning that they're not
Yeah.
looking to the individual to individual, they just want to be there because they know most individuals won't go individual to individual.
bam,
Or a certain percentage of individuals will get
Can't.
sold on.
Right.
Like people kept using AOL when there was, high
Right.
speed and people still do it, right, or whatever.
question.
What country is the furthest advanced when it comes to blockchain? Is it United States, United Kingdom?
Furthest advanced?
Yeah.
I would say the one that is the furthest advanced is the furthest from America.
Right,
All value is pegged on our dollar, which means we're the last person to feel the pinch.
right, right.
Okay? The weakest country will feel the pinch first, hence they will change first.
But who's adopted it? Like the direction that we're moving into
Mm-hmm.
Salvador?
I mean, El Salvador uses it as currency, right? But they abuse the technology. Okay, so blockchain is a wonderful tool, but it can be used for good or bad. So what did El Salvador do? Well, they banked a whole bunch of Bitcoin. They built each individual their own wallets, and they issued out the wallet. Who controls the wallet?
Government.
The government. Is that their money or is it the government's money?
Go,
So this is a way that blockchain can be used that is highly captive.
control.
Okay, highly captive. They can delete your wallet, they can wipe your money out, they can do anything they want. So blockchain, and I want you guys to understand this, blockchain is simply a tool. Okay, it can be used for good or bad. Ethereum, unlimited supply, nefarious code underneath, front running, gas fees. What do gas fees do to individuals? Do you know what a gas fee is on a network? So they go up over time or during high volumes. So what does that do to the network? It creates a class system. Only the rich can get their transaction done. The poor have to wait. Is that fair? Is that equal? Is that how... You've never thought about it that way before, but is that the reality?
Sounds like it.
It is. So if you're not thinking about it this way, I urge you to. I urge you to realize these networks are global networks of communication. And if we build in class systems in our networks, or if we accept networks that have infinite supply and they can devalue or debase it, we are feeding a network that will take advantage of us eventually. Did the Fed print money day one and start debasing the money in a way that concerned us? Well, it took almost 100 years to feel the pinch. But now we have an entire generation that's displaced that cannot carry value. And we're looking for something better. So when we look at networks that we want to support, when we look at networks that we want to use, we must adhere to fundamental basics. Fixed supply. Throughout history, it's always held value. It can't be controlled by any one government. If it is, they can seize it or take it from me. People who have bought property throughout the world have often lost it during government turnover. So owning property isn't actually the safest way to store value because it can be taken. Bitcoin cannot be taken. It cannot be stricken against your will. You can lose it by not doing it right, which is why we teach the fundamentals, right? But if you know the fundamentals and you buy the right types of fixed supply utility assets that are not controlled by any one government, what you've done is you've preserved value. Preserved it. Meaning a dollar right now at this moment is worth whatever it's worth. It's declining. But the second you move that value into Bitcoin, guess what you've done? You've frozen that value. It can't be debased anymore. This is an important concept to understand when we're playing with blockchain. This is everything but a game. The game is life. Right now, all of us have one thing in common. Well, we have a lot of things in common. But the one most important thing that I think we all can agree on is that we only all have so many hours here. We will all die one day. That's just a fact. And so the only real finite asset that we have is our life, our time, our lifespan. So if we take our time and we go and make money with that time, and then that money shrinks in our hands, what does that mean? It means our life is quite literally being stolen from us in the form of debasement. How do we preserve our life? By when we do action and we get value for that action, we put that action in a way that it is preserved and undestroyable. In fact, our goal would be to grow that action, wouldn't it? to make it more valuable over time, to make our time worth more. This is what blockchain allows us to do. So I really apologize for the computer issue, you guys. I don't know why it went down today. But we've got the wallet, we've got the exchange right inside of the wallet, and we are able to swap, store, and hold our own value inside of our own wallet. And just like Josh said earlier, there are going to be ways coming where you can actually load your own Visa card, forget your bank, put your money in here, grow your money, get paid right out from here, load it in your Visa card and go buy milk. And you don't have a bank, you have no closures, no seizures, all control is yours. And so how do you get to that level? You guys start right here learning these basic concepts, getting your hands dirty, building a private wallet, and understanding what it means to really send money off of a global network back and forth to each other. Wasn't that crazy when we were building those wallets and you guys were starting to send money back and forth? Did something just click and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. It was really weird, right? It's the strangest concept in the world when you actually start to engage in this technology and use it. It is very liberating. But you have to do it right. Can't have those seed phrases on the screen. Can't have signatures on the computer. We've got to do it offline. If we're going to be serious about it, we've got to do it offline, remote signatures, proper wallet construction. And so that's what we're teaching here. So like I said, we're going to take our money, we're going to put it in a private wallet. When the market goes up, we move it into a stable coin, we hold on, market cools down, we go pull back into our growing asset. And this is how we can grow our wealth without third parties getting in the way.
Now, did you invent this hardware? Is this something your own concoction?
No. No, sir. I build them because these things are well known to be the gold standard in the blockchain space. So these devices are highly sought after, and they're very rare, and they're only in the top-end niche community that really understands blockchain. So for me to expose this to you guys is really important because I think this is the stuff that really preserves value.
Right.
These are the real mechanisms, not those random wallets you download, not typing it, all those hot rodders on YouTube. Oh man, download your wallet, get your password, let's go mine this thing, lock up your money for a week and you get 80%. What happens during that week when the whole network shuts down? And you're finally the Paul that they paid Mary to pay off, and now you're the end of the Ponzi scheme. You'll find that real networks generate yield without lockups. You'll find that real networks generate most of the freedoms that you would require logically. Bad networks will always pigeonhole you or lock you or put some contingency on your money. When you see those, a red flag should go up in your head and say, this is not money freedom. Where do I get money freedom? And you're getting money freedom from networks like Bitcoin, Cardano, and seed signers like this. In fact, I found out there's a Catalyst proposal for $100,000 for somebody to write a seed signer for Cardano. I'm going to write it. I'm going to write it this weekend. So I just saw that because I was like, oh, there's got to be a seed signer for Cardano. And I looked it up, there isn't one yet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to write one. And you and I can put it on the internet and tell everybody, look, we wrote a seed signer for the Cardano network. Right, yeah. And we'll pull one out, and I'll have a blue one and an orange one. Mm-hmm. That way you can have private wallets on both networks. Mm-hmm. Now, I have software and ways to generate private wallets on Cardano as well, because what I did was when I pulled apart the Trezor Suite software, I found out that Trezor Suite uses the root seed to generate all other wallets. So if we are able to use this device, create a unique root seed, and then port that into Trezor, then we can start generating all other wallets based off of this unique seed. So they all become highly unique, right? So these are important things and distinctions to understand when we're playing with this space. So anyway, like I said, so we've got the wallet, we built the wallet, we want to register this wallet because we want to mine. We'll get back on track since I have power now. And as long as my computer's fast enough, you're going to go to midnight.gd.
Don't forget your DAP connector.
What's that?
Don't forget the DAP connector internal.
Oh yeah, that's right. And so, gosh, it's going so slow, I don't even know if it's going to be worth it, but let's see. This is why it's so much better to do at home on Zoom, right? Get the supercomputers just running fast. I have a Mac Studio with 196 cores with gigabit speed. When I do this at home, it's like pop, 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 pop. When I do over the internet, it's not so hot. It's failed to verify my browser. It took a second. Okay. So this is what the page will look like. And I want you to notice the kiosk that's scrolling down the bottom. What you're looking at is all the major blockchains in the world that are getting this token deployed to it, which means all of these popular blockchains with developers and active communities and uses are going to see this token and they're going to start to use it for something. especially since Google's going to start to use it, right? So everybody's getting this token. You're going to go to the Claim Now button at the bottom. And when you go to Claim Now, it'll load. And then this is what the screen will look like. It'll say Get Started. And then you're going to have these 4 steps that you're going to have to do. So you're going to click the Get Started button. And then it's going to say, hey, loading. It's going to say, I've detected an Eternal wallet that's installed, which it does because the Eternal wallet is right over here, right? And then, but I notice I don't have my DApp connector, so I'm going to have to turn on the DApp connector. Pro mode. In the Pro mode button right here, this little box right here will show the DApp connector on your screen. And so now you'll see this plug right here. This enables your wallet to reach out and connect to an internet party. If you don't have the DApp connector on, this wallet is isolate. It's not going to talk to anybody. If you have the DApp connector on, it's willing to talk to somebody, but then you have to choose which wallet is willing to talk to it. And so what you do is you click on the wallet here, then you click on here, the 3 dots here, and you go set as forced DApp. You'll see the blue bar pop up on the wallet. When the blue bar pops up on the wallet down here, it'll say forced DApp account. This is the wallet that will talk to the internet when you go to a website. It's the one that you forced to talk to it. You could have 50 wallets in this lineup. None of them will talk. Just this one will talk. Okay? And so it's important to turn that on because if you want to go to the midnight scavenger mine, you're going to have to say, okay, I have an Eternal wallet. I just realized this is a Trezor wallet and I don't have the Trezor with me.
I was asking.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, oh, this is a Trezor wallet. And so you're going to go to the Trezor wallet. It's saying, yep, it's connecting to the Trezor, not a random wallet, right? Because it's not a random wallet. And then it's got the DApp connector, the SIP30 standard, and then we're going to grant access. And it liked all of that. And so now we're going to continue. And so what it did is it says choose a destination address. So now it already populated one in here, but just for giggles, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. You go to the receive on the column here. It shows you your receive address. This is how you would receive money into the wallet, hence the word receive, right? And so you're going to take the receive address and copy it. Now, why are we going to copy the receive address? Well, we're about to do work for this thing. And so we're going to tell the computer, look, I want you to put the money I earn into this wallet. I want to receive money into this wallet. So you're going to give it the receive address.
Wait a second.
Okay? Yeah.
Midnight Glacier requires an unused wallet. So if you go back one, if you're going to do it that way, you have to give it that unused wallet address, not the top one.
Right. This one is a brand new wallet that's never been used, so there's no transactions on it.
And actually, if you look at it, it'll hit the plus.
It'll be the same.
They should be the same.
Yeah. So in a new wallet, they'll be the same. If you've used the wallet before, you must grab an address that's never been used, and then stop using the wallet until the dump comes or the drop comes. Because if you use that UTXO or that address, then it might have a problem with the transfer. This is speculation. I'm not exactly sure about that. But this wallet, so we're going to copy the receive address, and then we're going to go over to the Midnight GD. We're going to register the address, and this one has a 36TP. So right now I'm connected to my wallet, so it automatically pulled that in for me. So I'm going to hit next, and then I'm going to scroll down and agree to the terms. Listen, what risk have we done? We made a free wallet. We're registering the receive address. There's no risk here. You haven't put in any money. Did we put in any address information or personal data, our name, social? This is zero risk, guys. You're not giving away anything to receive this. So you're going to hit OK, accept and sign. Now you're accepting and signing, and said the wallet doesn't support general data signing. Right, because this is a Trezor wallet. If you had a regular wallet that I just built, it would just allow you to type in that password, sign the transaction, and then you would hit start mining. That's it. Because this wallet was a Trezor wallet, and I have the Trezor at home, I don't have it here, I can't sign the transaction and go forward. But you guys can know, it's just that one last step that goes. Once you do that accept and sign, you hit start session, and that's it. You are mining with that receive address, so that money will get deposited into there. And I wanted to see if I could even remote at home. If I could see.
This may be a dumb question, but there was that one device creates the new wallets, right? You don't need, it creates a new wallet on the spot for you.
This?
Yeah.
Yes. This wallet,
It's
Yeah.
that alone is the creator of the wallet.
creator and signer.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, so when you do that, in heart, you'll see.
Because it'll give you a fresh barcode or QR code then, right?
Yeah. Here, perfect. So why not demo it real quick? I'll show you. It takes a second.
I mean, it's all right. I mean, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm just.
Well, it takes a sec. It's cool.
No, go to your wallet, go to your turn. Over here. You gotta make a wallet. You've never made a wallet.
Yep, it's booting up.
Remember your pin. I do it for online.
So seed signer looks just like that. Boots up. So you can scan your seeds of wallets that you have, your settings and your tools. So to scan something, that's going to use the camera. If I hit that, it's going to pull up the camera. And then I can actually scan seeds if I want to scan a seed QR. So let's say you had your wallets in a list and you hit design QRs in your vault. You're like, oh, I want that. I want this wallet. So you would scan the QR, the wallet would port right in here. You'd sign, and then you'd have the signed transaction here. Pull this out, stick it in your computer, send it off the blockchain. You're never even holding your wallet on this device. It's in a QR in a vault. It's as safe as it gets, right? So also you can enter a 12-word seed phrase if you just want to manually enter it in, a 24-word, or you can actually create a seed yourself. So there's a set of 2,000 words that you can actually just pick all the words you want and make your own. It's not that random. I wouldn't recommend it. You might do something like that. But that's one way to load a seed, right? And then you can also go into your tools and you can create a new seed. So you can create a new seed with a photo. You can create a seed with dice rolls. That's handmade entropy. And then you can also do calculate the 12th and 24th word. That's like another security protocol. Then you can check it on the Explorer and then verify addresses as well. You do all of that right on the seed signer. This thing never sees a computer. So this can't be hacked. And all the data going through here is not vulnerable, which means this little sucker is ready to generate $1 billion wallet, a wallet that can hold 1 billion safely, quite literally. Okay.
And it's still, even if it gets damaged, there's the QR code.
Your backup. So this thing gets destroyed, right? Well, yeah. What did we do when we made the wallet? We made a steal. This has to get destroyed for you to lose your money. It's harder to destroy, right? So that breaks. Build a new one. Put the words back in. Your wallet's back. It's that simple. But nobody takes the steps to build in proper backups. And then every time I always hear, gosh, I don't know what that password is, or I'm not sure about that. This process, this protocol, and I think Vaughn can clarify with you. Now that you have the understanding of what needs to be done, every wallet has a sheet, right? Okay. Every wallet's got a backup, and you know it, right? This is the difference between people that just ape in and people that sit down and study and learn what they need to do. Right? That security is what we're talking about. So anyway, so that's what that seed signer looks like, right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And let me see if I can get into Castle Rock. And I can show you some miners that I've got going. You know, usually I teach a class and I have my slideshow. Doing this online stuff is like rough. This is rough, guys. I usually have everything dialed in. Let's see.
It's the rain.
It's got, like, something is slowing me down so bad. It's crazy. I got my okay, so here we go. There we go. There's some miners there. So doesn't
audio going hi-ho, hi-ho.
Off to work we go. So this is what the miners will look like when you're generating. So if you can see here, I've got a couple miners going. They each have about 537 night in them. And so these are generating. These guys are actually right now working and producing money. So if you guys like money, you want free money, this is what it will look like. And notice how I have multiple tabs up here. So I'm clicking through all these tabs. Each one of these is a miner running on that particular wallet. And you can see the estimated share changes when I click over the tabs. Here it's 317. Here it's, let's see, 312 or 38279. So these are all doing independent stuff. I registered the wallet. I made that connection with the miner, and then I just added a tab. copied over the first address that I got, and then I go over and put it in the new tab, and then guess what? I've got a new miner right here. You go start session, and I just started another miner. That's how easy it is. So all you have to do is make that wallet, link it, register it, and then open like 10 or 15 tabs and start dropping in the link, and you'll get all of that compute per page mining. And I think that there's like 20 to 60 tabs or something like that. You're going to optimize your pool. And I don't know what the optimal is, but with that other bot that we were talking about, it might even be more. So if you want to use your computer, that's the way to use it. I'm sorry for the choppy way that we did it, but that is really all there is to it. You would just go to your wallet. This computer's faster, so it's going to run a little bit better. Okay, and so that was actually an incorrect pin that I put in there. That was pretty funny. So I actually tried to bring up a whole other set because my pin was different. Different pins give you different wallets. That's crazy.
That's why I rate.
Yeah.
I rate my profile, what browser I'm at, and the thing, and the pin. All are
Very good. Yeah.
because it's been different.
It's changed so much. Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't even have a wallet on this account. And then on this account, I know I don't have a wallet. So let's see. This is my Windows computer. I don't keep any of my wallets on my Windows computers. I keep them all on my Mac. Yeah.
But you can also, you can manually input an address instead of tying it to the extension.
Yes. So if you wanted to build a wallet on midnight and you wanted to manually add in the address, you didn't want to do all that, you would go claim now. And then it wants to automatically connect to the wallet I just connected. So I close that. And then you end up here. Right here it says enter an address manually. So you can enter the address manually, and then you can go in here, and then you can get the receive address right over here. Copy the receive address onto your clipboard, and then head over to the scavenger mine. And then you would drop the address in manually like this. You'll get a green checkbox. You'll hit continue, then it's registering your address, and then you go through the same last couple of steps of registering and then signing.
But the signing is different.
Yeah,
You have to copy that phrase,
yeah, and the signing will be different.
public key.
You're right, the signing will be different. So when you scroll down, it's going to do it a little bit different. You're going to confirm, accept. Now it's giving you a message to sign. So this is advanced blockchain stuff. You're going to go to your clipboard, you're going to copy this, you're going to go to your Eternal Wallet, you're going to go over to the gear area, app utilities, sign data, you're going to drop in the payload, and then you're going to drop in your receive address. I think it's going to make me do that again. Yeah, it will. Yep, there's your receive address. So you'll put in your receive address. You'll go over here, you'll get your payload, go back to the wallet, you'll drop in your payload, and then you're going to put in your signature. Now, like I said, Trezor, not a random wallet. This is a Trezor wallet, which means I can't sign this transaction, but all you would do is sign the transaction. It'll generate your key and your public key. You go back into the scavenger mine, and you're going to put in your public key here, and then the other key here, and then hit sign. Once you hit sign, then you're back to your mining state again. Okay? So there's two different ways to do it. One on the Trezor, where you sign, one automated through Eternal. They're all real easy. And you guys, if you have my card, please reach out, text me. You have 4 days to take advantage of this mine. And so you could earn, maybe a couple $100. If you go to Git, if you're kind of savvy, you might even be able to 10x it, make like 400 or 500, $600. And that would be worth it, especially, or 600 tokens, I should say. Because if these tokens are $10, $50, even $100 a pop, that could turn into some money, right? So reach out to me, and then we'll definitely get this set up for you guys. How are we doing on time? I think we're pretty good on time. Is there any questions, you guys?
So if I have, I kind of understand how
Is this how it looks?
the mining works
Mhm.
overall, but I've heard it explained several different ways. So what's the easiest way to explain mining?
Easiest way to explain mining is you are putting in compute, like hash rate, to settle transactions now, or verify transactions. Now, whether you're minting or generating based off of that compute addition depends on how you're mining. Some people are just validators. Some people are mining for return. It just depends. This one is actually mining for a return because what you're doing is you're mining and you're expecting a yield back. But in Bitcoin, like I said, you have the Bitcoin core, you have the Bitcoin validators, and then you have the difficulty setting. Those are the three components that balance Bitcoin, is the miners and the validators and the difficulty. So this is very similar, but you're not going to have to worry about validating because you're definitely going to be mining in this instance.
Right.
Okay.
And so technically, you're allowing your computing power to be used for the network. And
Correct.
in return, you are helping settle exchanges, and you get overages.
You're helping settle transactions, and within that settlement, there's a fee for the work, and that fee, since you're doing the work, goes to you, or at least some of it goes to you. And this is the crux of decentralized networks. Instead of the few getting the money, anybody participating gets the money.
Right.
And so that's where the money freedom part comes from.
No, that
Right?
makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. And this exists not in every facet of blockchain. In a lot of arenas, you really have to look carefully to consider risk. Now, there are other ways you can mine, but most of the mining requires you to lock up your tokens or exchange your tokens to a different token and then lock it up. These are all highly negative because what they do is they get you into these things called hops. So you're hopping from chain to chain to chain, fee, and then a lock. And what we call these traps, they're called lobster traps. And you can get in, but you can't get out. It takes forever and a day to get out. And when money is moving at the speed of light, like on blockchain, you need to be agile and you need to be in control of your funds. And so a lot of people will gravitate towards 30, 40, 60, 80% returns, and then go and do these hops and locks, and they might get away with it for a little while, but eventually you're going to have to pay the piper. And so we do things that are super low risk here with moderate realistic yield. And so that's how we've been able to stay afloat. We're not playing the hype game. We're playing the reality game of, holding on to fixed assets that grow.
Yeah, and that makes sense though. I mean, that's actually, obviously if anybody here who is part of the AMC or GameStop saw how the actual market
Plays, yeah.
People were locked out of their own market, their own.
And they do this on purpose. They build that in on purpose. They don't have to. I was looking at other blockchain networks and I was looking at the code like on Ethereum. It really pissed me off. I made a video on it. I was like, why would you build such nefarious code in here? And they were talking about it in an open interview and they were cheering on it like it was a celebration. Oh, we have lots of things built into the chain like this. Here's one of them. And I'm like, wait a minute. So somebody can see my transaction, buy the thing I want ahead of me, and then sell it to me for more? How is that a free network? So not all network, like I said, blockchain is a tool. It's not necessarily good or bad. It's how we use it. And the right way to use it is to use it with a complete risk-averse perspective. And obviously, you want all your money to grow as well. So I kind of beat that dead horse. So any other questions? Good things you got? No? I love it. Vaughn's one of my best students. He freaking took off. He's been training everybody ever since he was in my class. He's so good at it. He took off too. He freaking understood everything really quick. So I love it. I need more Vaughns in my life. These guys teaching others. But that's all we have today, guys. I apologize for the bad computer stuff. Usually I have a pre-canned presentation. There's no it's all there. It's all PDF. It's all set. I've never really gone online and tried to do stuff. It did not work very well. So next time. Oh, is that how much you have?
I'm estimating between
Okay.
four different computers and about 15
Wallets?
wallets.
He's generating. So this is the neat thing, guys. It's the only limit is you. If you really want to put in the work and get like your buddies together and start a whole bunch of miners going and say, hey, let's just split the yield, get your friends together. If you have a computer lab somewhere or some buddies with computers, start doing it. You can get a Trezor And when 2 clicks, you can make a wallet. Click, click. You know what I did with all the words, all that stuff? Forget it. Get a Trezor, 2 clicks, wallet 1, wallet 2, wallet 3, wallet 4, wallet 5. Do 15 wallets. Then go through the registration process and start mining all of them. You'd be shocked, man.
Plus, I wanted to practice, so I did some through the website, some through the other way, some through that, some where I had to do the advanced signing. So
Right.
I've got a whole plethora.
Of different styles of wallets, yeah. And it's really good to just do this because A, it's zero risk. Yeah.
Now bring up one of your miners.
Oh, I don't think I have that computer. Let me remote into that computer.
You didn't have to load money on any of those.
No money into nothing.
No money, no identity, no
See
nothing.
what's this finding solution? Scroll down on that. Hit export or export. Yeah. It'll put it into JSON. If you look at it in text, if you don't remember, because I was an idiot. and I
Oh, you didn't know which wallet, yeah.
You actually the first there from address to the 96, you'll get your. It's like the 90 whatever characters, but you'll be able to find out which wallet it's going to.
Yeah, so if you guys
I had a lot of things up and I didn't track it well enough. I'm like, what's going where?
yeah.
Now I go back.
When you make 15 individual wallets with 15 individual receive addresses and then your computer shuts down, you're like, oh my God, I got to reboot. Which ones were running which?
Yeah.
This way, if you downloaded the .json, you can see which one was mining which wallet and then reignite each one. That makes it easy for you guys. So that was a good point. When you told me that happened, I was like, ah. Yeah. So we figured out if you downloaded the .json, you could get the origin address right here. It would be in the first area, and then you could just figure that out compared to your other addresses.
Yep.
So yeah, good call, Vaughn. That was awesome. So good to know on that one. And like right here, it says 4 days, 0 hours, or 4 days, 0 hours, 5 minutes, and 43 seconds left. So get whatever you can get out of the 4 days, and it's free money. That's all there is to it. It's just free money with zero risk, and that's pretty much all she wrote. All right, guys.
So you're locked into that on that wallet for 4 days, or is that?
I've been running for almost 15 or 20 days. Oh, these are newer. This one I've been running for like 4 or 5 days. But when we started erecting those extra wallets, on my Mac, I'm running a fleet
I'm
of...
just curious why it gives you like a limit on days.
On like a what?
No, that's how much is left.
Oh, it's a limited time left. So this, this work that's being done, the value that is needed from it is it's like a 21-day period.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 4 days left of the 21.
Yeah, so it's almost done. And then after that, they said they're going to be able to do, we're doing something else where you're going to be able to go in and do a late claim or something like that. So late claims will be something that we can do. And then I think maybe if nobody collects the late claim, they may do some more scavenging at some point. I don't know. But it really is important to realize this is happening. It's free, it's zero risk, and it's on a global network. This is a big deal. We should share it, and we should share with every single person we know. It's only 4 days, but it is free money. And so we should try and grab some. Yeah? All right, guys.
And then outside of this, there's other networks then, right?
There are other networks that do it, but remember, we're trying to minimize risk. And so what was our risk here? We built a private wallet. We linked it. We're mining.
I guess what
No
I'm saying
risk.
is after this 4 days is over, what's the next step? Are we going to re-release another? Is that?
More stuff. Well, this network is being deployed. So this is the deploying of the tokens. This is like what we would consider like an IPO in the stock market world, or what they call in the crypto world an ICO. The difference is it's called a fair release, or what do they call them? Like a fair release? It's like a... Sometimes they'll make tokens and then they'll keep 50% and then they deploy the rest. That's not a fair release, right? Or they give friends a big chunk and all those guys go. This is considered what's called a fair release, where no one person is getting any bulk of the tokens. It's all through mining. And so when you do it like that, I guess it bypasses a lot of restrictions and laws and stuff like that and controls. So they're doing it this way, and we know it's being picked up by major top 7. And it's on almost every major network that holds about 90% of the hash in the entire crypto market. You guys, this is a no-brainer. It's just a no-brainer. You want to get some of this. You really do. So grab some. Let me know if you get stuck. Call me. Call Vaughn. You know, I'm going to make Vaughn one of my co-teachers pretty soon. He's doing so good. And then get it done. You've got 4 days. Let's see how much you can amass in 4 days. And if you want to get on a call and we go to GitHub and try and 10x that, let's all try and do something like that. There's no reason we all can't hang out and try to make some more money, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm down for it. So that's all I have for us today, guys.